So these kittens are now 8.5 weeks old, and the majority of their time is now spent playing. They play with the toys, they play with each other, they particularly enjoy wrestling games where they'll pounce on each other and they'll grapple each other, bite each other. And during these games they learn self-control. They improve their coordination and their spatial awareness. They're great time wasters. You can spend a lot of time watching, and before you know it, an hour has passed. They've reached the point where they can now climb up on, they can jump up onto the little coffee table we've got on here. They can also get onto the sofas now. Their strength has improved incredibly. We've got a wicker, a Lloyd loom chair here, and when they first came in they were unable to climb up on top of it, and now they are able to do that. They've got the strength built up from just trying to be able to climb onto the top of the wicker chair. Their mum is becoming increasingly fed up with them. She does still let them suckle, but she doesn't tolerate them for very long. And when they try and play with her, she will often give them a good bite, or she'll grab them and give them a couple of quick kicks, because she wants them to be more independent now, and she's feeling less and less sort of maternal. She spends more time high up on the cabinet or on the windowsills where they can't reach her, just so she can get some peace. You can see how playful they are, and I mean, it's amazing when you think about only 4 weeks ago they could barely walk, and yet here they are running around, jumping, climbing. The speed at which they develop is quite incredible. Now today the kittens are nearly 9 weeks old, and because I'm assessing them to see whether there's any here I want to keep, I need to do some DNA testing. I do this to check their blood type, and also for some of them I do it to see what colours they carry, and sometimes I will do diseases as well, depending on the breed. Now what you need to do is you usually use something like this. This is just a normal cotton earbud. Some labs will send you swabs that you can use. And I'm going to do this little boy so you can see what you need to do. They don't usually particularly like having this done very much because it's a bit odd. It's something in the mouth they're not used to. But this is how I do it anyway. So they need to have not eaten or drunk for about an hour. Now these have been asleep and they've just woken up. So now's a good time to swab them. So I'll just give it a go. Take your cotton bud, and you just want the bud to go into the cheek of the kitten, so just in there, and you do a couple of swirls to get the DNA from the mouth onto the end of the bud, and that's how you do it. So depending on which lab you go with, some require 2 swabs with both ends to be done. Others only require one swab. It just depends which lab you're using and to how they want you to do it. But that's all it is to it. I'll do all of these kittens, and today I'm checking them for blood group and colours carried. This boy, because he is chocolate, I'll only be testing him for dilute carrying, but all of the girls, because they are seal, I will be checking them for both dilute and chocolate carrying, as well as the blood type.